Okay, here we are back in Monster Hunter Rise. As mentioned in part 40, I had some audio problems here, so I'm going to be re-recording this. I'm just going to use the later stage gear because there isn't really much to these, I'm afraid. So, that's right. Next up is going to be Pukei. The whole theme for this video is basically poison. So, just to show you how fast it can be, Pukei-Pukei, I used his gloves, believe it or not, for most of high rank until I could get the armor I'm using now. We'll just grab these. I only got Defender, oh well. Otherwise, for his stuff in particular, I'm trying to think of if there's like any other gimmick build you can do. The thing working against his poison is, in my opinion, the weakest of the status effects, so you may want it going up against Kushala Dalra, but it's not going to have much use outside of that, I'm afraid. The difficulty in applying it and the small amounts of damage you get from doing it just don't make it viable, in my opinion. It'd be one thing if you could do like a bad poison from Pokemon, but that's not a thing here, so you're stuck. Anyway, Pukei-Pukei is over to the right. I'm going to make a small detour. I'm not going to take the full high rank route. I don't have to mine anything. Wrong way. It's this one. So you can get more latch berries there. But how I'm going to deviate is we're going to head straight for him now. So I'm going to turn and go this way. There is a bug over here you can get. You also can get the hunting helper. The snow beetle will slow the enemy down so that they can't move. I'll try to demonstrate it. So sadly he got the roar off, but we can still move here. His tail does come off. Doing that will affect his poison move, this one right here that he's using. The thing is, I should have enough power to where it's not hurting me anymore. Playing his tail off may actually do him a favor. He still will try that even with a missing tail. It just sputters out instead of actually going away from him. So normally you'd want to panic if you were poisoned. Now if you can take a step back and actually hit his tongue after it extends, you can do like triple your normal damage. Now, the bad news is Rathian is way up on the mountain, so I can't actually get to him in the time limit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take Pukei-Pukei over here and slam him. And again. And one more time for good measure. So I was trying to draw my gun, but it wouldn't let me. So I'm going to lead with that. So I think that was actually the wings that gave up. Oh, I see the problem here. I need to change my inventory around a bit because So even if I wanted to cut off his tail, I did not bring any slicing in. Skein. Oh, he's gonna go right past Ignosum. Oh no, it was Ignosum that was leaving. Never mind. And he interrupted the rapid fire. So I think he's trying to throw the dog off there. Major snack attack, eh? So yeah, the tail can come off if you're inclined, but the gloves were the only parts that I found any use for. No rare drops to my knowledge other than just a generic wyvern gem. He's not really a bird, even though it looks like he has some plumes there. I think those are just supposed to be like elongated scales. Yeah, let's grab these. I'm poor. I'm trying to think of where else I can find a nice number of bugs. I was gonna try to shoot the lizard so I could get the triple drop, but no time. Anyway, that was 8 minutes, so next up is Ian. That put me up to 65. I'm looking at the lottery. That was just a generic win, it wasn't like a jackpot or anything. Break 3 parts, hunt the monster, I'll take the plants. You know, we can queue up the Ian quest here. No point in going and then coming back. So, charmed by a queen. So you're the one that's not supposed to be here. And you are. So after fighting the Apex Ian earlier, I can only imagine how much of a cakewalk this one's gonna be. Still only got Defender, man. It's a 50-50 shot. Let's see, okay, Shrine Runes. So depending on where it is, I'll show you which route I normally take through here. Generally, I try to get the birds as I go. I don't need the last one. But yeah, of course, Ian's gonna be right up here up front so that I can show you. There's also not going to be enough plants for me to gather.
もらった。
So we're just going to repeat the route that I did for the Pukei. Actually, we're going to do this part first, and then we'll come back around. So if you can't really afford the gun or the Pierce 2s, by all means just use Pierce 1s, it'll just take a little longer. She's a bit on the weak side, she might be a silver player. So anyway, for the triple fireball, you can just try to slide between the 2 shots and then just free shots at her. If you're using a hammer or a horn or something, you can just get on the side of her head, and I think she'll actually push you aside rather than hit you with the ball if you're in the correct spot. Nice 152. So step back to avoid the poison. I should also mention I don't have to worry about her fireballs here exactly because this particular set is heavily fire resistant. She will deal more damage to me with literally anything other than her fireballs. I'll try to show the fire resistance stat after this just so you can see how bad it is for her. Played. Latchberry's right here if you need them. Might be able to do the plant thing after. No, I am launching a potion. But hopefully you can see why I'm not really a big fan of the radio menu. I'm gonna just try to use it exclusively for speed crafting. So I stopped looking at the screen right there because you might be able to hear that engine in the background. I want to say sometimes someone's mowing the lawn. The problem is it's 9 o'clock at night. So when she actually falls over after running, that's when she's tired. So she can still take a bit of a beating. Dang it, pushed it too soon. she doesn't have that much. I see that was a roar we just interrupted. Ooh. When you get her jumping back like that, she takes double damage. So I'm just gonna craft my Pierce replacements now. In case you're wondering, one Pierce and one level 1 Pierce and one level 2 Gunpowder makes 4 Pierce 2 rounds. So that's why I'm burning 15 at a time, but I get the 60 Pierce 2s. Second blade. Oh boy. So yeah, once you have a stable source of Gunpowder 2s, by all means switch over to Pierce 2. The Narga gun allows you to rapid fire it. One of my friends is online. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Dang. I'm afraid all the golden bugs are just deeper in the level. But still, that's Ian and Pukei-Pukei wiped down about 8 minutes each. No Ruby, but I don't care. I have enough of them as is. Like, I don't even know if there's a good use for an Ian Ruby. For Los, I have his belt, I think it is, that requires it. But, even then, I don't have a use for it. For Los, you may want it for fire weapons, but there's quite a few different fire options, so it's not nearly as binary. But anyway, that's it for now, folks. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.